Welcome guys to another video. So in this video I will be working on the landscape of my project. So as you can see I actually found a great software which is called Gaia, or however you want to pronounce it. And I also found a great beginner tutorial. I can leave it down in the description if you guys want to check it out. And this is basically what I did in I don't know, 3 hours I think it took me together with the tutorial. And as you can see, we have like lakes, we have rivers, and even this giant mountain. I then exported this into Unreal Engine with the help of the tutorial. It took me a while, but I found out the things that I needed to export, and then I actually got this. So I then had to create a material together with the two textures for the normal and the actual uh, combined texture of everything. And this is what I got. As you can see, it's not the highest resolution, but it doesn't matter because we will just be putting a material on top of it, which will make it, low poly. And that is what I did afterwards. So after that, I found another tutorial. There was a lot of tutorials, but I found another one which helped me create this very sort of low poly kind of landscape material. And then we have this, and as you can see, all of the uh, details are missing because obviously this is low poly, so we don't even have to export the terrain in high resolution because we're gonna be destroying the details anyways with this material. And yeah, as you can see, it does work. The reason why this is so flat, because this is where the lake is supposed to be. And I even started having the water system. So the Unreal Engine has its own water system, which I kind of worked on a little bit before. But yeah, I've just been playing around with this. And one problem that I found out is this right here. As you can see, it's most likely the water system that completely destroys or like cuts off the mesh. Probably have to look into a way to make this automatic. Hopefully there's a way. And yeah, I also want to, since we have in Gaia, we have this snow mask even. Where is it? Here it is. So this is the snow mask. So what I can just do is I can export this a texture and then import it into here, and that will hopefully add the snow into here because this low poly landscape already has specific colors. I just need to texture them according to like where they're supposed to be. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for now. Like I mentioned before, this is just a testing experiment. Of course, I will have the archipelago environment that I want with the islands, but this was just, I mean, this was used for the beginner tutorial that I followed, and now I will also, add some more stuff onto it. I also found out that this guy, I mean, to admit, it's a great, oh my god, it's a great software. I can't believe it. So yeah, it has a lot of like primitives, and so you can just drag and drop a mountain and it automatically adds it. And there's a lot of parameters that you can tweak and so on. So again, I will leave the beginner tutorial link if you want to check it out on your own. The resolution is actually for free version you can export up to 1009, or I mean 1024 for the standard one. Everything above there will be a watermark, but it costs $100 just like once, and then you don't have to pay it anymore, which I think it's actually reasonable. I mean, to think that I created this with no level design background whatsoever or anything in like 4 hours, I think the $100 is actually worth it. Me personally, I don't think I will have to purchase it because I don't need a bigger resolution, since like I already mentioned, I have the low poly. Anyways, what I will do now, of course, is continue work on this texturing, and yeah, I guess we can chat afterwards. So I went a bit off the course, but what I wanted to do is develop a small poly art water so that it fits into the game itself. However, as you can see, there's this weird kind of artifacts, and I'm very unsure as to why. So what I basically did is I followed a tutorial, I mean, of course, and I create the poly art style the same way as I did with the landscape, and then I just sample from a small blurred noise, like a small texture, which can then make these very cool wave effects. However, when I dropped it into the water system, everything just broke. So then I tried just creating a small plane mesh, and I mean, it works. This is how it's supposed to look like. So I am a bit unsure as to why the water looks like that. I'm guessing it's probably the way that Unreal Engine creates the water and how they optimize it. It could probably one of the reasons. So I think I will just leave the poly art water for now and actually start creating the archipelago. Alright, remember how I said I'm gonna start working on the archipelago? Well, I kinda lied. I was just mindlessly, searching through YouTube, doing some fun stuff, and then I found like a tutorial which showed me how I can actually have the water without it affecting the landscape. And it was a simple checkbox. I mean, seriously, I thought I searched everywhere, but no, there's always a YouTube video for something. And yeah, so as you can see, I have this very big ocean right now, and it does not affect the landscape at all. And this even allows me to even choose how much of the landscape I want the ocean to be, for example. I even added this kind of river just for testing purposes, but blah blah blah. And what I did is I even brought down the scale of the landscape, so I basically just halved the landscape scale, so it's half of what it was before, and it's a lot more detailed right now, and the triangles are a lot smaller because I thought before they were huge. And so yeah, if I just kind of oops, and as you can see, triangles are a lot smaller now, and it kind of looks like a landscape. Alright, so I just wanted to let you guys know the news, and so yeah, I found the way to have the ocean without affecting the landscape, and it was pretty simple. So now I should actually start working on the archipelago. so I am finally finished creating a very small archipelago testing island, you could say. And I even added this small terrain for inside of the water. And so here it is in the Unreal Engine. Now, don't mind that one over there. That was just before I added this kind of depth to the water itself. So as you can see, there is a little bit extra detail inside of the water as well. And I even added this kind of beach area and so on. So of course this is not going to be the final landscape for the game itself. This is just going to be used for, you know, testing all of the different things that I will be implementing and so on. Yeah, this is kind of what I came up with, and as always I can decide how much of the landscape I want to show and so on. So I think this is gonna be it for today's video. I really appreciate everyone who sticked and watched the entire video. It really means a lot. So yeah, this is all that I wanted to show for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will don't forget to subscribe, of course. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you some other time. Bye bye.